2016, late at night, Skylar Harper was killed in a wreck on Toll 49 right outside of Lindale. I bring up Skylar Harper because I went to school with him my entire life. We grew up together. We went to Moselle Johnston in Longview. He was a dad, he was a father of 2 children, and he was just simply going home to Lindale. He was driving down Toll 49. A car tried to pass a Freightliner, and because they thought it was a passing lane, and it wasn't. And they hit another car, which clipped Skylar and killed 3 people. Toll 49 is one of the most dangerous roads in East Texas. It was built in 2013. In 2016, 6 people were killed. Since it's been built, 17 people have been killed. Between 2016 and 2017, toll usage dropped by 2,000 drivers because people were simply afraid to drive on the road. Net RMA has put in nearly $9 million to upgrade the safety of the road, not necessarily the $9 million to go towards building of the road, but to upgrade safety measures. But it's not enough. It's not what people are asking for. The speed is too high. The road is felt to be dangerous. At night, when most wrecks occur, it's because it's poorly lit. It's so dark on the road you can't see. The stripes are almost invisible. There's not enough being done. It's single lane. Sometimes it branches into the double passing lane, but that just confuses people. There's nothing to mark it. So you pass thinking that you're, in a passing lane, and you're actually in oncoming traffic, as much like what happened with Skylar. Professor Mina Suleiman of the UT Tyler Civil Engineer Department says that our concerns are that at certain segments of Toll 49, we have one lane of direction and little areas of passing lanes. It's also difficult to see the lanes and lane markers at night. And this is from a civil engineer, not net in RMA. This area of Toll 49 is populated. The speed limit is 75 miles an hour, which many feel is very dangerous. It should be closer to 60 to 65 with this population. Net RMA did their own independent studies. They felt that the speed had no factor, but if you go head on with a car, do you want them going 60 or 75 to 80? I use the toll road quite often, and I don't think 75 is what's being driven. It would be nice if there was an increased state trooper presence. We don't see that many state troopers. I've seen 1, maybe 2 the 20, 30 times I've driven it. The street lights are few and far. Net RMA could really acknowledge this issue with their safety measures. They have mentioned that that's something they need to do, but they felt that it's too expensive and come at a later date. What's more expensive than the loss of life? Rumble strips have been added, more painted markers to address the pass lanes. But the public has expressed a desire for multiple lanes or medians. They don't want to just see rumble strips. Net RMA has mentioned that it takes $1 million per mile to turn a 2-lane into a 4-lane. It is a big road, but there are ways that we could get this done. We could demand better lighting on the roads. That would help. That wouldn't cost $1 million per mile. An increased trooper presence. We could do that. Or you could file a complaint with TxDOT, and I have several listed times here, where you can contact TxDOT and say, hey, can we just see more troopers out there? I see crazy drivers and people passing where they shouldn't. You can also contact and petition Net RMA to make safety upgrades a priority. Demand your medians, your wider roads. The state can file for grants and apply for grants from the federal government to get this done. It's not something that we have to do on our own, but it needs to be done because we're losing life. If it's less traveled, we need to ask why. If they're losing thousands of drivers per year, the question of why needs to be addressed. So we as people can contact and petition Net RMA, but we can also contact our lawmakers, ask for grants from the federal government, ask for them to do something better to address our issues and our concerns. Just recently, 2 nights ago, I believe, this is actually a Smith County deputy. He was going down the toll road responding to another deputy that was having trouble with a drunk driver. They were fighting with the driver, and he got into an accident. And the reason was because he hydroplaned on Toll 49. Speed had a lot to do with it. Heavy rain had a lot to do with it. But an excess of water on the road also had a lot to do with it. So we know that's an issue. We know that the water stands on the road. The road holds a lot of water because it was not paved well. They've known that since the beginning. This is one of our own peacemakers, one of our own individuals from the county that knows that this road is safe. So maybe they'll start listening now. But it's definitely an unsafe road. There's measures that can be taken to address those issues. And I think we all need to chip in. We like the road. We like going around Tyler. We don't like the Tyler traffic. Let's make some waves.